Hello, everybody. Welcome to Adaptive Floor Hockey Games of the Week, Week 5. We are 5 weeks into the season. We've only got a couple of weeks left in the season. And yeah, it'll be playoffs in a couple of weeks here. I'm Caden. This is Reese. As always. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Starting with Monday games. There's no games because it was MLK Day. And yeah, no games on Monday. So, heading straight on to the Tuesday games. In the Northeast, we've got the White Bear Lake Bears taking on the Centennial Spring Lake Park Cougars. And, yeah, I have
White Bear
this.
Lake is 0-5.
Yep.
They are a minus 34 goal differential. Centennial is 2-3 with a minus 16. White Bear Lake is 18th in our power rankings that we did and posted on what would have been Saturday.
Sounds right, yeah.
And Centennial is 15th.
And they have played before. Centennial won that game 13-3. So, I mean, yeah, they've played before. I don't see it being much different, especially now that Centennial's at home. I mean, I have the Cougars in this one uh, by a pretty good margin. All right, moving on. Games of the week. We've got the Mustangs versus the Coyotes. Now, this one you might be wondering, how is this a game of the week? Well, this is a must-win game for both teams. It
STMA is one in
Go ahead.
STMA is 1-3 with a minus 7 goal differential, and Anoka-Hennepin is 1-4 with a minus 47. I feel like this game really, at least in my opinion, is gonna determine who gets maybe fourth in the Northwest or maybe
Yeah,
even third.
it's unfortunate, but this very much is a must-win game for both teams. Um, I mean, yeah, I know there was some problems in STMA these past few weeks, and it sounds like most of them have been cleared up. So hopefully they can get back to form, and uh, this should be a win for the Yotes. I have the Yotes winning by a pretty good margin here. But at the same time, like, you still got to play the game. And yeah, we got to see, like, how this goes. This could be an upset in favor of the Mustangs, but I don't think it's going to be. I've got the Coyotes, but at the same time, as I said, this is a must-win game. If I have the playoffs correct, if whoever wins this game, I believe will end up being fourth in the Northwest, which means they will play on the road against third in the Northeast, which will be the loser of the next game that we're going to talk about. So, yeah, I mean, it really is up in the air. I mean, we'll see. I have the Yotes in a high scoring game. We'll go 13-6.
I mean, the Yotes should win this. It's pretty simple. Do your job, stay disciplined, score goals, get pucks on net, do your job, you win the game. Simple. And I think this is where the turning point happens. I think STMA cruises 14-1.
Wow. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Moving on, we have North-Tartan taking on Mounds View Irondale Roseville. Now, first things first, these two teams play twice this week. And I will be going to this first one here. I'll be in Mounds View for this first one. I've seen the Rams a lot. I've seen the Rams play a lot. And here's the thing about the Rams. They have an offense that can't lift the puck, but still does their job. They have a goalie who is really good. Their defense likes to screen their goalie. And I just can't say that that's a good thing, you know?
That's not a good recipe for success.
Yeah. I understand what they're trying to do, get traffic in front of the net and block shots, but I don't know.
If you're not blocking the shots, at least allow the goalie to see.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyway, Rams 2-3 with a minus 11 goal differential. North-Tartan is 1-3 with a minus 10. Does North-Tartan have a game that is not?
Yep, White Bear Lake. We do not know the
White Bear-
game of the White Bear Lake game.
All right.
Yeah, as for common opponents, I mean, North-Tartan lost to Stillwater Matamidi 9-1. Mountain View lost to Stillwater Matamidi 8-0. And as I said before, as for playoffs, I believe whoever wins the series between the Polars and Rams will get second in their conference, which I believe means that they will face the winner of a southern lower seed battle. Likely ending up being either Dakota or what's the team I'm thinking of? Lakeville, Burnsville, Farmington. It'll likely be one of those two teams that they'll have to face. As for third, they will face the winner of the last game we talked about, Anoka and STMA at home. And then they will likely have to go on the road against either Mankato, New Prague, or South Washington, potentially even South Suburban. We'll have to see. So yeah, that's the state of the North right now. I mean, yeah, we'll see how the Polars and Rams do. I think this is going to be a very close game. I am going to say I think the Rams get one late and pull ahead by 2 with like 15 seconds to go to win it 8-6. Let's go 8-6.
Obviously, North-Tartan is not and like soccer ball, and Mounds View, that offense, pretty good. Like you were saying, that one issue, can't lift the puck. Now, I don't know if this goalie I'm sure he probably stands, so I guess that benefits them. Shoot low, and it probably goes in a lot of the time. Sam Mounds View.
What was that?
5-4.
5-4. Okay, yeah, you cut out there.
Oh boy. Okay.
Alright, with that, I guess we just move on to the Wednesday games, non-game of the week. Starting off, we've got a PI game. Flyers at Robins. Now, the Robins have forfeited their last game due to an injury, I believe it was.
Injury, yep.
And they lost to Anoka 1-0. Which, for all we know, that could also be a forfeit. It doesn't say on the website. So.
And we haven't seen anything from the Robbinsdale socials.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't have to forfeit. We don't want to see any forfeits, but from a storied franchise like the Robins, it hits especially hard. Um, as for the Flyers, hey, they've looked good. I mean, yeah, they took that loss to Dakota on Thursday, but then they bounced back with a win against that same Dakota squad on Saturday, I believe it was.
Saturday, yep. And then they've also lost to the two teams ahead of them in Maple Grove and
Yep.
Brainerd. Lost Maple Grove twice, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
Maple Grove
they
twice.
they faced
21
Maple
Brainerd.
Grove earlier in the season.
And that was how I was gonna gauge like how good this South Suburban squad is. They hung in there the first time. It was what 10-7,
10-7, yep.
and then if I remember
Second
correctly,
game against Maple Grove was 9-2.
9-2. Yeah, 9-2 Maple Grove. As for the Robins, haven't seen much to know. Like you said, they had that forfeit against Brainerd, and then that 1-0 loss to Anoka. Almost makes me kind of think like what they were in soccer, just a defensive team.
Yeah.
Like they'll grind games out, make it finish 2-1, 3-2, something like that. Are we doing predictions?
Yeah. Go ahead if you want to make a prediction. Go right ahead.
I think the Flyers will win. They got that momentum coming off of that Dakota game, so I'm sure they're feeling pretty good. I think they'll win 5-1.
I've got them winning 7-1. Yes, I think the Robins defense is going to be good, but I think the Flyers have enough talent to get past that defense. Um, and yeah, I think the Robins are gonna sneak one by. Yeah. Moving on, we've got a Southeastern game between the Thunderbolts and Huskies. South Washington Thunderbolts taking on Owatonna at Owatonna. These two teams have played before. Let me get the Huskies game changer up here.
South Washington is 5-1 with a +28, and Owatonna is 1-6 with a -71 goal differential. And they are number 3, South Washington is, and number 14 is Owatonna. And
Yep.
I realized I completely butchered the spelling of Owatonna. Oh well. Nothing we can do about that now.
Yeah, so as I said, these two teams have played before December 15th, and South Washington won that game by a score of 15-3. And yeah, I mean, I just don't see it going any differently. Yes, it's at Owatonna this time around, but like, I don't know, I just haven't seen much from Owatonna, and South Washington has looked really good as of late. I mean, that 10-0 win over South Suburban, that alone tells me that they've looked great. Yeah, South Suburban might have had a player or two out, but still, I mean, that's a 10-0 win over a good team. So, yeah, we'll see what South Suburban can do. I've got them winning like 13-1, 13-0. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I'll say my prediction 14-3.
14-3.
South
Okay.
Washington.
Moving on to the Southwest, we've got Lakers at Robins. Now, these two teams have also played before. Robins came out on top by a score of 9-2. Reese, if you would, for the records and goals differentials.
Yep. These two teams are the bottom of the power rankings, 19th and 20th. Minnetonka is 0-6 with a minus 100 goal differential, and Robbinsdale is 1-6 with a minus 87.
Yeah, just, I mean, yeah, I don't really have the correct words for it, but, like, these two teams are, as we said, the bottom of the pack, and, yeah, I mean, it's Lakers at Robbins. I don't see it going much differently unless the Lakers had a player out, which is a possibility, but we don't know. Um, I'll say Robbins take it 8-4, 9-4, 9-4.
Okay, so I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Probably same result last time. What was it? 9-2.
9-2.
I just don't see it going any more differently now that it's in Robbinsdale.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm gonna say, we'll say 7-3.
Okay, that's respectable. Moving on to the non-conference game, we've got Southern Stars at South Suburban, taking on the Jets in Bloomington. This should be a pretty good game. Hopefully, if the Jets have all their players. Let me get to the Southwest here quickly.
South Suburban is 5-2 with a plus 13, not 4-2. That's again my fault. Southern Stars are 1-4 with a plus 3 with a game that is not in, correct?
No, well, we know the score. They should be 2-4. I'm pretty sure. Or 2-3, because we know they beat Robbinsdale.
Yup.
And
We
that
know
score,
that.
that
We know
score
they beat
isn't.
Minnetonka 26-0. So that's at least 2 wins.
Yeah, so according to the website, they should be 1-3. But since we know that they beat Robbinsdale, that brings it up to 2-3. We don't know the score of the South Washington game or the second Minnetonka game.
9 South Washington, so they're
That's right.
2-4.
2-4. But that doesn't change the fact that we don't know the score of the Minnetonka Wayzata game. So 2-4. And considering,
I mean, if you're looking at the previous result, 26-0, probably the same thing. So 3-4. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, we can go with 3-4. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think the Thunderbolts result says a lot because, what did we say it was, 16-9?
Against the Southern Stars, yes.
Yeah, so 16-9. I mean, the Jets just lost to the Thunderbolts 10-0, but they also beat them earlier in the season, I believe. 11-5, I believe
11-5.
So, yeah.
They also lost to New Prague 8-4, and the Southern Stars lost to New Prague as well, 12-6, I believe. Yep, 12-6.
Yeah. So honestly, this one could go either way. And honestly, based off of recent form alone, I'm gonna take the slight upset here. I'm gonna say Southern Stars take it by a score of, let's go 9-8 in overtime.
Oh, wow. I'm still going to take the Jets here. Yes, they had that 10-0 loss to South Washington, but hey, you learn and you forget. And I think that they're going to... I think they'll bounce back. I don't think they'll blow them out, but they'll definitely win. So I'm gonna say 8-5.
All right, fair enough. Moving on to the games of the week. I mean, first off, we got to cover Trojans at Knights, right? I mean, this is the Southwest Championship. Both teams go into this game undefeated.
1 versus 2.
1 versus 2 in the power rankings.
Potentially game of the season.
It very much could be. I mean, this is the battle for the top seed in the Southwest, for sure. I mean, both teams, just by their scores, have looked great. And as we have said multiple times in soccer, to be the best, you got to beat the best, right?
Absolutely.
And the
New Prague,
Trojans, I mean, they're the best team, and they're the defending champions. They've looked like the best team so far this year. For Mankato, again, to be the best, you got to beat the best. It's still a very young program in Mankato. And I mean, like, young as in, like, the Knights haven't been around for that long.
this is only this is year 5, I believe.
Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah.
And the coaching staff has done a absolute wonderful job.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
They've done. It's crazy how well they've done. As for previous results, last year the Trojans beat the Knights 9-1 in the regular season, and
I don't think they played in the state tournament. I don't think they played in the state tournament.
Mankato played Stillwater.
Yep.
And then New Prague went through South Suburban and South Washington.
Now, if we look at common opponents here, I'm not going to look at the Robbinsdale games or the Minnetonka game, but I will look at the Southern Stars games. And New Prague has the edge on common opponents because Southern Stars, they beat them 12-6. Mankato Knights played them twice, beat them 8-7, and then 6-4. So from the Southern Stars games, New Prague has the edge. However, this very much could go either way, and honestly, I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna take the Mankato Knights. I'm gonna say I think this will be a mid-scoring game, very close. God forbid if it went into overtime. I do think it'll be a 1-goal game. I'm gonna say 6-5 Knights.
Ooh. Oh boy. I mean, it's in Mankato, at Mankato West.
At Mankato West. We didn't even talk about that. Yeah, at Mankato West High School.
One of 3. I mean, what would you call them? Like promotional games, or just like games not at the regular site or whatever?
I would call them promotional games. If they're at like a high school, not at a normal site high school, I would call them a promotional game. So
yes, this is one of 3 promotional games today. The other 2 we'll get to in a second here.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, that place better be rocking. Like, if you're in that area, go to that game.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're not a fan of either of these teams or know nothing about hockey, go to it, watch it, have some fun, grab some popcorn, and enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah.
As for the score, Mankato wins it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, we're good.
You gonna go like high scoring, low scoring, middle scoring?
What?
You gonna go like high scoring, low scoring?
I said 10-9.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh. Yeah, this.
But yeah, this is the big matchup. I really hope this game is streamed. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I really hope that this game is streamed. And I'll leave it at that. With that, let's move on to the Hockey Day in Minnesota matchups, featuring Lakeville, Burnsville, Farmington taking on Dakota United. I should have put this one second, but I didn't. So, yes, these two teams have played before. I know the Blazing Cats won. Hang on, let me get the score up here.
11-0.
Was it 11-0? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me look.
Yep, 11-0. Yep. But now we're going to Hastings High School. We're playing at Hockey Day, Minnesota. You know, I think it will be closer. I do still have the Blazing Cats coming out on top, but I think Hastings High School is going to be rocking. This game I know will be streamed, as will the other Hockey Day Minnesota game. And it's so nice to see a Hockey Day Minnesota game for Adapted Athletics. I mean, yeah, last year there was a game on Hockey Day Minnesota up in Moorhead, even though Moorhead wasn't hosting Hockey Day. There was a game on that day. But yeah, this year there's actually a game at Hockey Day Minnesota, and I'm sure there's going to be one next year as well because Brainerd is hosting it.
Yeah, I think I read something from a dispatch, and like what the Brainerd coach was saying is like, we're going down there. Hopefully they can return the favor and come up next year. So
Yeah.
maybe we get the same two teams next year, but up in Brainerd.
Yeah, and we'll talk about those two teams shortly here. But yeah, I mean the Blazing Cats have looked like they're on fire. They're blazing hot. You know, I mean, yes, they did have two losses, pretty recently, but like those were both close losses. One of them was in overtime to South Washington. The other one was a 2-goal loss to the Jets in South Suburban.
Both who are top 5 teams in the power rankings.
Yes.
As I mentioned, South Washington is 3rd, South Suburban is 5th, and yeah, Blazing Cats been an absolute machine. I mean, 5-2 with a plus 92 goal differential.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Blazing Cats have looked like they're on fire. As for the Hawks, they've had their moments, but the Hawks are better in soccer and softball than they are in floor hockey, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're 1-4 with a -9 goal differential. I mean, like I said, this could be a game that, like, hey, you're midway through the season. This is where you got to figure some things out.
But I will say, the last 2 games for the Hawks, they've looked like they've gotten a lot better. I mean, yes, they lost to South Washington 13-9, and then they lost to New Prague 10-4. But those aren't too bad of numbers against 2 top 3 teams.
And then you also have to remember that when these two teams first met, it was the first game of the year.
Yep.
For either side.
Yeah. So, as for predictions, I do think the Blazing Cats will take it, but I think this game is going to be closer than their last game was. I'm going to say the Blazing Cats win 12-7.
I mean, I think the Hawks come out swinging. I think they're going to come out with. They're definitely going to come out fast, and I think they're going to carry that, and I think they're going to play with fire. They're going to win.
Okay.
And I'm going to say 10-7.
All right. And yeah, I mean, Nolan St. Salvaire, one of the Hawks' best players, playing at his home court at Hastings. I mean, that what a dream. Like, that's awesome.
Nolan St. Salvaire legacy gaming coming.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Moving on to our other Hockey Day Minnesota game, we've got the PI Brainerd Warriors taking on Dakota United Hawks. And yeah, I mean, yes, it's a Hockey Day Minnesota game. That's why it's here on our Games of the Week. It's at Hockey Day Minnesota. However, these two teams have already played twice. Brainerd won 10-0 both times.
Yeah, Brainerd's a wagon to say the least.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, let me...
8-0 plus 68.
Yeah. And here's the thing. They have played 8 games. They've only allowed 4 goals, and their goalie has only had to make 39 saves.
You know, it just hurts to see how far the PI Hawks have fallen.
Yeah.
Especially in soccer this year and now in floor hockey. They're 2-4 with a -20.
Which means without the Brainerd games, they would be 2-2 with a ±0.
Yes. Without the Brainerd games, they'd be the definition of just mediocrity.
Yep.
Anyway, enough harping on them, and yeah, it's just former player like myself, and I'm sure Kane as well, you probably feel this. It's just sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about that.
Yeah, I don't even feel obligated to make a prediction for this one.
Yeah, and I'm looking...
I know, everybody knows that it's just going to be a blowout in favor of Brainerd.
Yeah, I'm still gonna make a prediction. I'm actually gonna say 9-1. I think Jay gets a goal. I think Jay gets a goal. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen on a wraparound. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, no chance.
He needs to shoot it from the point. It could be a Dylan goal too. I'm not gonna count out Dylan.
It could be a Dylan shot from the point and a Jay deflection.
You need to shoot it blocker side.
In this case, he's a left catching.
I believe so, yes.
If I remember correctly.
Yep.
So shoot it towards his right side.
And I'm looking at the stats here. So, leading in points. You know what? Reese, I'm sure you know Brainerd well enough. Who's leading in points on Brainerd? And how many points does that little bugger have?
Well, well, it's obviously Aiden Olsen.
Yes.
The other day, so I'm gonna say like 19 points.
You're close. 23.
Yeah.
13 goals, 10 assists. But he does not lead the Warriors in goals.
Is it what's his name? Oh gosh, what's his Eric? Is that
It is not, no.
It is not Eric. Okay.
Nope.
Oh boy. Josh?
Yeah,
Pence?
Josh Pence.
Really?
14 goals, 6 assists.
Wow. All right. I mean, the only reason why I was thinking Eric is because he got like 3 goals in like 30 seconds against him on Friday down in Maple Grove or up in Maple Grove.
Yeah. And
And
yeah,
then
as I said, like,
Summer or Chloe is leading in assists.
yep, it's Summer with 11 apples. And as I said, like, their goalie, Andrew Cargill, 39 saves, 4 goals against. How often do you see a save percentage over 900 in adapted floor hockey?
Well, I know a guy who I'm speaking to at the moment
There are
in a Zoom
two
speed
people.
meeting.
There are like 3 people who I can name. Andrew Cargill, myself, and Tommy. Pretty sure Tommy had over 900. I could be wrong about that though. Actually, it should be on the same. Um. Oh no, he had just under 800. Oops, never mind. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I don't think I have to say much more. Brainerd Warriors is a wagon, and I don't think much more has to be said. With that, let me get back to the website here, and let's move on to the Thursday games, starting with PI Maple Grove taking on Minneapolis at Minneapolis. And I mean, yeah, Maple Grove has been a wagon until they ran into another wagon known as Brainerd, and their wheels fell off.
unstoppable force meets immovable object. The unstoppable force being Maple Grove, the immovable object being Brainerd. That's
Until
probably the best.
until you see
I
the score, and that's 9-2. But you know,
Yes. Yup. Anyway, Maple Grove 5-1, like you said, they were rolling until they ran into Brainerd. They are a plus 29. Minneapolis is 0-2 with a minus 14. But do you have the website pulled up?
yes. Let me just get Minneapolis up here.
I know they had a game against Anoka. I don't know if it's in though.
It is not. No.
Okay.
Nope. Their only games that are in is Rochester and Brainerd.
All right.
Which, by the way, these are the only 2 teams that have scored goals against Brainerd. So I don't know what that says about Minneapolis.
Maybe Brainerd had an off day. Maybe they were taking it easy. I don't know.
I mean, they still won 11-2, but you know.
They could put up at least 10 goals without even trying, I feel like.
That's a valid point. Yeah, I think the Crimson are just gonna kind of roll in this one. I've got this one being like 11-3.
I mean, this is a soccer state championship rematch, but obviously 2 completely different sports. Just thought I would throw that out there. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Maple Grove is gonna roll. I mean, I don't. We'll say 9-4.
Okay, that's respectable. Moving on, we've got the St. Paul Humboldt Hawks taking on Rochester. The Raiders going down to Rochester, going to have themselves a time. Friendly faces everywhere. Humble folks without temptation. Sorry, every time I say going down to Rochester, going to have themselves a time, I have to do the South Park intro. I just have to. Every time. It never fails. Can you tell I'm a South Park fan? I wonder if anybody can guess who my favorite character from South Park is.
It's got to be one of the main four: Eric, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny.
It might be. How do you know it's not Tweak?
I don't even know who that is.
I've watched too much South Park. No, it's Kenny. It's Kenny. Anyway, yeah.
I wonder if South Park's on right now.
I wonder if South Park's on right now. Okay, anyways. St. Paul Humboldt versus Rochester. And as I said, like, here's the thing. St. Paul Humboldt is 0-2. They have yet to score a goal this season. Alright. They don't have offense. I do think what's her name is good in net.
Mackenzie.
Yeah. I do think Mackenzie is actually a very underrated goalie. But the thing is, she just has no team in front of her. It really is as simple as that. And that's why I think the Raiders win here. And I do think they're going to get the shutout. I think they're going to win 8-0.
Yeah, I mean, in Rochester, like you're saying, Humboldt has yet to score. Rochester is, back to my power rankings here. 2-2 with a -6. Who have they beaten? I know they lost to Brainerd, and I know they lost to Maple Grove.
Yep. They beat Anoka in Minneapolis.
Okay. As for that, I'll be nice. I'll say Rochester wins 7-1.
Okay. That's respectable. Moving on, CI Division, we've got Maple Grove at I almost said Centennial. No, STMA. And yeah, I mean, I think if the Coyotes get their confidence back after the Anoka game, if they win that Anoka game, which they should, then all of a sudden I think this is actually a decently close game. But if they don't get that confidence, I think this is going to be just a repeat of the last one. I'm still in the PI division. I should probably get to the CI standings instead of the PI ones, eh?
Like I mentioned earlier, STMA 1-3 with a -7 goal differential. Maple Grove is 5-1 with a +46 and ranked 7th in our rankings.
Yep. And these two teams have played before. Maple Grove won it 11-5. I do think this one's going to be closer. I still think Maple Grove is going to edge it out, but I do think I do think it's going to be closer. I'm going to go with the gas station 7-Eleven.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say 8-7 in overtime. STMA wins it.
Whoa. All right.
Brody gets the OT winner. Jacob Senko gets a hat trick.
All right. Fair enough. Wow. Moving on to the Northeast, we've got Rams at Polars, and we talked about this game earlier. There will be a timestamp in the description. You can check the description. I've got all sorts of timestamps. I put the timestamps in there for a reason. Yeah, and we're just gonna repeat ourselves if we talk about this game really at all. So, Rams at Polars. There you go. Moving on, we've got Stillwater at White Bear Lake.
I don't think it's going to be like a 20-0 game, but I think it'll be over 10
Yeah,
at least.
they have played before. It was 11-0, and I'm just now realizing this Stillwater Matamidi team has only let up 5 goals on the season. And yeah, I mean, after watching them at Moundsview High School, I do think, like, yeah, their goalie is good. Their goalie is really good. So yeah, I mean, ponies at Bears. I just don't. I don't see the Bears being able to do much, if anything. I'm not going to make a prediction because I think it's just going to be too lopsided. As I say, it's 12-0. Anyway, I think with that, we just move on to the non-conference game, which is Centennial at Anoka, and I wonder if this game is going to be streamed. Normally, North Metro TV streams the Centennial at Anoka games, or Anoka at Centennial. Normally, they stream those games. We'll see if this one's going to be streamed. Hopefully, it will be.
It very well could be. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and I forgot my volume was up. I mean, I can look right now and see if they have it in their upcoming.
They might not have it in their upcomings yet, but who knows?
Probably
This
not.
game could be streamed. I think this is going to be a lot closer than their soccer game.
The only thing that's showing in the upcoming is girls hockey and over at Centennial.
Yeah.
So they might not until like the day of or the day before.
Yeah. Yeah, as for my prediction, I think this is going to be a much closer game than their soccer game was. And honestly, I think Centennial's going to take it. I'm going to say Centennial 9-8. I'm going to say 9-8 Centennial.
Okay. Ooh, I mean, I think Centennial takes as well. I mean, I just wasn't impressed with what I saw from the Anoka goalie. And from what I think I saw last year, because I did some digging on these two, I think the score was 14-2, if I remember correctly, because I looked at the stream last year, and I think Centennial
You cut
won
out.
it.
Yep,
And
there you go.
I think it might be a similar. What?
You cut
Huh?
out. It might be a similar result,
Okay.
I believe, is I assume is what you were saying.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a similar result to last year when I think it was like 14-2 or something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say 15-3.
All right. We have very different opinions on that game, but that's fine. Moving on to the game of the week, we've got St. Cloud taking on Moorhead. Now these two teams have played each other this season already. St. Cloud taking that one 9-7, but now they're up in Moorhead. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good game.
2.5 hour bus ride, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. This is gonna be a good game.
St. Cloud is 4-0 with a +27 goal differential. Moorhead is 3-2 with a +17. Like, to me, Moorhead is a surprise of the year for me. Like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting much, considering they just matched their win total with the. Now, granted, they beat Anoka twice and STMA in overtime, but they've already matched their win total in 5 less games. So, shout out to Moorhead. Keep it up. Now, it's up in Moorhead. It was a 2 game last time in St. Cloud, 9-7.
Yep.
It could very well be the same result, but considering the controversy that happened with the STMA game, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Moorhead 10-9.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like 10-9, 10-8, 9-8, 9-7, something like that.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna add?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Um, with that, if you need to contact me, you can contact me at everythingminnesotaadapted@gmail.com, on Facebook Messenger at everythingminnesotaadapted, or on X Twitter at allmnadapted. You can contact Reese at his Instagram at NorthStarAdaptive. Please go over there and check it out if you have Instagram. It's a great page. He does a lot of great stuff over there. And yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching. As always, leave a comment, leave a like. You know, it it really warms our hearts seeing comments and likes and all that. So yeah, it really does mean a lot to us, believe it or not. Yeah, I mean, with that, I've got nothing else. Reese, do you have anything you want to add here?
I guess just good luck, have
Oh yeah, I
fun,
should have.
enjoy it.
No injuries.
Yeah.
And yeah, good luck, have fun, all that good stuff. With that, we will see you for our power rankings at the end of the week. And yeah, we'll see you on probably Friday. When do I normally post them? Saturday morning, I think.
I think Saturday morning or Friday night. I'm not.
I think it's Saturday morning is when I normally post them. So yes, we'll see you Saturday morning for power rankings. With that, have a great week, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.